Okay, welcome to exercise number 3. We're going to make our own rotary motor. Now, I've sort of set up ahead of time. If you look in your textbook, it looks a little differently. I don't have a wooden block, but I mean, styrofoam is good enough. It can move, I can stick stuff around. So this is a rotary motor. It's slightly more sophisticated than the one I did in exercise number 1, the homopolar motor. The difference, I mean, we still have the magnet, and we have a current through a wire. In this case, instead of one single wire, I have a circular wire loop. And as long as the area of that loop is over the magnetic field, and I scraped off some of the insulation halfway up, you may be able to see it, it's kind of hard to see, then it'll start turning around. Now, the diameter of this loop is 2.5 centimeters. This is going to be the smaller loop, and it has 10 turns on it. So 10 turns, and it's 2.5 centimeters in diameter. So what I'm going to do is I've already got it hooked up to the power supply, positive end and the negative end. And let's turn it on and see if we can get something to happen here. Let me see. There it goes. Alrighty. So it's rotating all by itself, and note the direction it's rotating in and how fast it's moving. What we're going to do is put a larger loop in with the same number of coils and see if it rotates faster at the same voltage. So it's 1.2 volts. All right, so what I'm going to do is turn it off the power supply, and I'm going to flip the current. In other words, I'm going to make the current go in the opposite direction in the coil. But basically, we're doing the same types of things we're doing in exercise 1. Turn back on the power supply, and okay, you see how oops, it's moving off to the side too much. But you can see it's actually moving in the opposite direction than it was in the first case. It keeps moving. It's got to stay over the battery, or else it loses its poop. Okay, so now the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to switch back. Well, okay, I'll leave it like it is now. I'm going to switch the magnets without changing anything else. So, unfortunately, it's stuck into everything, and hopefully my whole thing isn't going to. All right, so now we're going to turn on the power supply, and there it goes again. So you guys see now, and it's going in that direction. So again, every time I change something, if I change the current, it moves in the other direction. If I change the battery, it'll flip in the other direction. And again, changing the magnetic field, it makes the force in the opposite direction as it was when it was in the first case. Now, what I'm going to do is turn off the video, and I'm going to start another video with the larger loop.